Hello everyone, my name is DeadlySlob with TGN.TV. Today, we have another episode of Perkunas 1 through 85. Today we hit level 75. If you haven't already seen the last video, you can click on the annotation on this screen right now, and you'll be redirected. You can watch the whole damn thing. Not too many people seen it, so if you guys did miss it, I highly recommend going to view that. It's a pretty awesome episode. So, as well as if you're ever decide to change your mind halfway through the video, you can click on the annotation on the top right corner and you'll be able to guide yourself through the entire video series from level 1 all the way up to level 75. So, last video we left Howling Fjord. That's right, Fjord. Fjord. The Fjord. Not Forge. Anyway, we're trying to guide ourselves into the purple light here. We are at the Amber Ledge. We're doing stuff for the Red Dragon Flight. We're chaining cultists. We're beating them. We're torturing them. And then we're off to the Caldera. Am I enjoying boring? Yes. I always love boring Tundra. I think the quest chains are just so easy. The mobs are very squishy. Everything is just... the transition from Outland to Northrend so far has been amazing. So... also, make sure to comment and rate, guys. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing down there? Come on. Give me your opinion. I'm just kidding, but we're just killing these giant trees. That's right. Giant trees. Here is a great example of actually using my feral spirits both my elementals in conjunction to keep myself alive. Just look how many mobs are actually casting on me right now. I have about 3 or 4 spellcasters. I had a little mini boss, and I had all of their little frost orbs all casting on me. But those feral spirits and my fire elemental, with conjunction with maelstrom weapon, do keep me alive just nicely. Full health. So in the Caldera, one of the main quest chains is to actually lure out Malagos from his little realm. To do so, you have to kill a dragon called Saragossa. And I don't understand why all Dragonflight people, they transform into a human to fight you with your fists, whenever they could turn into this giant epic dragon and just eat me. I don't understand. But anyway, she dies because she's stupid and she shouldn't be on his little team anyway. But you have to collect the body, you have to bring it down to the Nexus, you have to burn it, and then Malagos comes and he's, "Oh, you killed my bitch." And then another dragon gets taken place, and that's the final dragon in the actual Nexus, which is interesting. So if you're into that kind of stuff in the lore-wise, you can check that out as well. If you're wondering how I'm leveling so fast, you can check the description box below, and it's not free, but it works the best and it's the cheapest and blah blah blah. I'm going to just keep talking about it all the time because I use it on all my characters and it's just so damn amazing that you guys need to check it out. That's for people that are looking for a super fast dungeon route or super fast dailies or professions or Loremaster, and the list goes on. The dude makes everything for WoW. Makes your life so much easier. Now I can't remember the exact name for these guys, but they're like Mist Valkyrie. I don't know what their name is, but there we go. Ding, level 71. I got a new talent point. I put that into my elemental tree, if anyone's wondering. Just getting some extra crit rating. But these guys right here, the Mist Valkyrie, I find these guys are so squishy. It's unbelievable. They just go down really, really fast. And my fire elemental is going Rambo on every single one of their asses. We're moving around a lot in the boring tundra. As you can see, there's a lot of different types of terrain. Everything looks different. This particular quest, you have to do something with the Lich King. You have your Death Knight buddy. I think his name is Thal something. Forget his name. Sorry guys. Failing. But anyway, a little bit of an epic battle. This is generally a group quest, but with the use of my feral spirits and my totems, it wasn't a big deal. I stayed up pretty well, even though every single time he hit me took about a quarter of my life away. It wasn't a hard challenge. I remember trying to do that on all my characters, and I think I had success with every single one of them but my druid. So we're feeding these oiled up wargs, and they're pooping. And look at the you just missed it, but the animation was actually kind of funny that I just had to include it. So, because I'm not doing my Q&A at the end of the videos anymore, I'm just going to try to transition some of these questions into the actual gameplay. And one of the most liked comments on my last video was actually not pronouncing Howling Fjord right, or Fjord, or however you want to say it. I used to call it Forge because that's what I used to call it. I knew that wasn't correct the whole time. Did I want to correct myself? No, because I actually had to think about it to you know, maybe it's just something that I say, like when I see the actual the name of it, that's what I say, Howling Forge. But really, in reality, it's Fjord. But we're jumping over other warlocks. I thought this was pretty funny. We're doing this on live stream, and it made it look like a completely different game. And we had the Indiana Jones music going on in the live stream and everything like that. So it was a lot of fun. So we're just about to hit level 72. This will be one of the last quest chains I actually do in Boring Tundra. It's on the outskirts of it when you have to kill plagued marauders and some mammoths, but it's not a big deal because there we go, level 72. I can't believe I'm already level 72. You guys remember when we hit level 10? Like, man, going by quickly. We only have 10 more videos. The reason why I say 10, maybe even less, because who knows, I may be 85 in next week or so, because this is my full-time job now. I don't make money at the moment. We don't make money, but I'm not going to discuss it on a video. But this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to put all my eggs in one basket. I'm going to give video production a shot for the next couple months, even if the return may not be as great as working a terrible job, like 9 till whenever. That was my job conditions, guys. I went to work at 9 and I worked until the job was done, which would usually be around 6 or 7 o'clock. And I know that's probably usual for most people, but it's hard labor, no lunch break, no breaks, just working all day long on your feet. So it's something I really don't want to do anymore. So I called my boss up today, and he wasn't there, but I left him a nice little message, so he's going to call me back, probably pissed off. But it's time to go to Dragonblight, guys. We're done at Boring Tundra, we're moving on. We're going to be here until level 75. Spending a lot of time in the 7 Legions questing area. I've noticed though, since I play both sides, the Alliance have a lot more interactive quests. You're doing a lot of things inside vehicles, along quest chains, where the Horde is more like go kill this guy, go kill that guy type of deal. I know there is the whole tank sequence as well for the Horde on the beach, but it isn't as interactive as this. Basically, you're driving this giant tank around, trying to blow up all of these catapults, as well as taking Crusaders for backup. That's the whole story of it, but in a lesser sense, you're basically a Frost Mage tank. You can Frost Nova and Frost Blast people with your little cannon. That's how it's done. And also a little cutscene from Warcraft 3 whenever Arthas was planning on burning down his own ships because he wanted to kill Mal'Ganis so bad. People were like, "You're going insane, man. You're going insane." Maradin was like, "Isn't that a bit much, lad?" And then he was like, "I'm gonna burn down their ships, man." That's how the chill version of Arthas would say it. But I like how in Northrend there are a lot of Lich King cutscenes. It really tells the story well. In Cataclysm, I don't really know who is the main enemy. Deathwing, yeah, but there just seems to be so many things going on that it's not just one enemy. It seems like it's a bunch of them, because Deathwing's story hasn't really been told very well. I think it's still like a question. You don't understand who he actually is unless you are completely in love with the lore and have played every single Warcraft game and read and created and just know everything about Warcraft. People are just kind of like, who the hell is Deathwing? Where Arthas has been a main character in older games. He's everywhere in Northrend. So here we go, level 73. Bam. Bam. New talent point. At this point, we're just trying to put some talents, like I said earlier, into the elemental tree. Increasing my crit rating, reducing the mana of my spells, doing the extra stuff that I don't really need. I basically maxed out in Enhancement, so I have all my moves, especially, oh man, those Feral Spirits, I just love them so much. You're basically invincible for 30 seconds, more or less. But with the conjunction with Maelstrom Weapon, with that full heal, at this point I had around 9,400 health, and my Greater Healing Wave would heal me for 9,500. So Maelstrom Weapon, whenever that procs, I basically go all the way up full mana, or full health, and mana, I never run out, so I never have to sit and drink. It's basically I'm a warrior that can it just feels like I'm a class like a rogue. I've never drank, I don't think, since I was an elemental. This guy was pretty cool. Boom. Blew up. He blew up. So if you guys have any questions for me, leave in the comment section below. If you want to see anything specific, also start leaving your suggestions for my next leveling series. I know it's gonna be a while, but I want to know what you guys think. Should I make another one immediately after, or a little while after? I know I'm going to be doing some arenas and some PvP battlegrounds, as well as some dungeons and raids on this guy. I'm not too sure what Will has planned for the Cenarian Guard when it comes to raiding, but we'll have to cross that bridge when that comes. So we're at Star's Rest, one of the first questing hubs in Dragonblight, and we just finished that up. So we're at Wymrest Temple, which is the home of the Red Dragonflight. The Queen, blah blah blah, I don't know her name, she's here. This is where you have to start the quest chains for the Wrathgate event, which is a very awesome cinematic, and you guys will be seeing just a little bit of that in this video. If I would have included the entire event, this video would have ran way too long, and the sound quality was terrible. I had people talking event, so it wouldn't be that enjoyable. So we're doing the quests for kind of like the Caverns of Time type of deal, where you have to talk to Chromie and do a quest where you have to fight alongside future you to kill this dragon, and at level 80 you do have the option of going back and fighting this quest again with past you, and I think that's pretty cool. It's a really interesting quest chain. Using my fire elemental to great effect, that, my friend, has saved me a lot. He's mainly used for AoE abilities, I believe, but he works just fine in a tanking situation as well. I know your Earth Elemental actually has threat abilities, but whenever you're trying to survive, anything that does extra DPS is perfect. So I usually have those out in tight situations, or situations where I'm fighting an elite mob that might be pretty difficult, but whatever. We are about to hit level 74 in Dragonblight. You wouldn't even know the difference. It looks like you're in Sholazar. But there we go, level 74. Totem of Tranquil Mind. I'm assuming that's something that elemental shamans use, but I'm not too sure myself. I was reading over what it actually did, and it just seemed like something I wouldn't really use on an enhancement shaman. So correct me if I'm wrong. I'm really curious to see the totem situation that I'm supposed to be using in Battlegrounds. So if you guys can leave that too in the comment section, that would be pretty awesome. So going from something that looks like we're in a jungle to the middle of hell, Dragonblight does have a lot of different looking areas in the game, but we won't be staying in this little fiery place too long. Just doing a couple quests. There's this huge quest chain there, but whatever. So now it's time to start the Wrathgate event. So what I did was turned in all the quests there, and I got one to go see the 4-dragon dude, the guy who's now the Lich King. And I only took a snippet out of it, and I thought it was pretty cool, so I wanted to include it. It was whenever that guy gets killed, he actually turns into a raid boss, if you guys are wondering. In the first tier of Icecrown Citadel, the orc that you kill, the 4th boss, is this guy right here. So there his soul was taken, and then he becomes a raid boss as well. I don't really understand how this guy gets on top of Icecrown Citadel. He gets owned and like burned and like plagued, but somehow he does it and he becomes the Lich King. So I just entered Grizzly Hills for the first time, and I did the quest where you have to teleport to Dalaran. I think this was kind of strange. There's an earthquake going on. I'm inside a outhouse, and I'm hearing some loud moaning sounds. One can only wonder. This guy right here, okay, listen, this guy, he killed a buddy of mine, so I figured that I would kill this backpedaling noob. Look at him, look at him, look at him. Trying to backpedal up with his flyer. Trying to fly away. Didn't really work out for her or him too well. So Grizzly Hills, I'm actually still there. I'm only level 76 at the time of this video. But I think it's my job to kill some bots when I see one. Look at this. Just like, oh yeah, he's just on me, but it's okay. We're just going to go still try to kill this grizzly. Just, you know, get the experience. But nope, gets killed. I don't really know what he or she again was thinking. But if it wasn't a bot, that would be pretty sad. So we have a dude from the guild, this from the snaring guard, who's got the time lost proto drake, hyper sniper. He's a hunter. He was basically following me around for about 45 minutes. He was really excited. He was waiting for me to actually get this level, and he was trying to get my shot, so I was like, you know what, why not? He's been basically watching me the whole time. So there we go, level 75. Hyper Sniper is in the shot as you wanted, friend. So that's it for this episode of Perkunas 135. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If this is your first episode, make sure you guys go back through the annotations and watch them all. And next video should be a FAQ or PvP video, depending on if my latency gets fixed. And I'll definitely be seeing you guys soon.